flipped it in a double. Started out with half, and I flipped it in a double.
Said I'm again, we gotta go. Take one, then I dash away from Popo.
Yeah.
Sometimes so I get the pain where I'm from. I say, why do we get laid with my guns? The jealous like used to ask me why I'm high dumb. Cause in my teens, when I see so many die young. I was a kid myself that never gave me therapy. Made me wanna scream and go more just like a Cherokee. Hey, the jail either was scaring me. So when I'm in my feelings, boy, I get where I be. I'm cutting through a different cause, my own cross from the ground. I just stick to the script and be the boss that I am. I see young niggas doing dumb shit too often, like damn. He dropped his location, the reason that his coffin got slammed. I don't get angry off the fan, this shit will soon end. So I suggest you niggas gather around and tune in and bring your spoons in. I'll teach you how to eat and tuck and that. Cause I was really in them streets, my nigga fuck the captain. Put the business all action, push the rag hard. Quick front line, and no acting, no sag hard. Back with both lines in the backyard, uncles giving game. Maybe you don't ever catch a charge, never say a thing. And nigga never give a name, boy, a turn rap. No real until the place game, you can't turn back. They put the homies trying to put where the worms at. Some of these niggas is faking, no, you gon' learn that. Sometimes so I get the game where I'm from. I say, why you only getting laid and buy guns? The jealous like used to ask me why I'm high up. Cause in my teens, when I see so many die young. I was a kid myself that never gave me therapy. Made me wanna scream and go more just like a Cherokee. Hey, the jail either was scaring me. So when I'm in my feelings, boy, I get where I be. I think about it sometimes as I pray to the Lord. I'm always with me. The next day in the war. So I have to stay to the door. That put it in my heart to stay. And then it opened up the door that I ain't proud of. That issue was about love. I'm make it by myself if I have to. I got big pride. Fuck the strap ASAP and call that a quick slide. Boy, to get your shit right. Boy, get your shit right. It's ugly on the east side. So I got the dead on my lap before I die. Get it.
Let me see. I just dropped the video before this. I've had it. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, but let me see. I wonder what songs I could play. I'm not gonna get a copyright. Let me see. And that's how burned out I am with songs, man. I'm him. What's up with it, bro? I said, "Mas, hey, it's all good, homie. Get transa my head. What's up, man?" Hey, just be like that sometimes, bro. You know, I dropped the video. Right before I came on live, so I know people are watching that shit right now. But eventually everybody's gonna come in. Let me see. Meanwhile, it gives me some time to I'm gonna drop I'm him, motherfucker. I'm La Sonora Dinamita. La Sonora Dinamita. You know, play some Sonora Dinamita. Sonora Dinamita. Hey, man, like, what's my favorite song from La Sonora? Man, you know what? You gonna fuck around and give me my feelings with with that type of music because my mind, we used to throw parties all the time, like 80s, early 90s, into the mid 90s. La Sonora y todo eso. La Sonora Santanera, todo eso. I'll play one. Que bello. Let me see. Margarita was her name, right? Margarita. I remember when she was younger, she looked fine as shit. And then I seen her when I got older. Gravity caught up to her. No te cucu. No te metas con mi cucu. All right, let me play that. I don't know, man. Request one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a live. That's not live music right there for sure. But I remember that was party music for real. My mom's, bro, she used to love that shit. I was a little kid, bro. I mean, so much shit. Just messing with you. Yeah. Hey, bro, like, you're just messing with me, but damn, bro, that brought back a lot of memories on me. Not even good ones either. I remember the back parties and everything. My dad fucking started snatching up bitches. And he was married to my mom. It's like, so you just triggered the shit out of me right now. But rest in peace to my moms, man. But it's great music, though. It really is great music. I'm just picturing backyard parties, everybody drunk, bitches, dudes, everybody after drunk, fucking in the restroom, in the garage, anywhere they could get theirs. Let me see. Let's see. I don't know if you guys want to hear. This fool is stupid. Why don't you have a picture on your profile, bro? What is that right there? He said, hell yeah. Hey, man. Bro, shit, that's what was going on. I remember that shit. I walked in a few of them. More than a few of them. Remember we used to have these freaking 3 sisters. So after my parents separated and shit because of all that bullshit, like 96, 97, somewhere around there. We had the house, right? Obviously, my mom kept the house, whatnot. My pops moved out. He went where he went. He deserved it. And then my mom rented out the garage to 3 paisas, 3 brothers from Michoacan. And then she rented out one of the rooms to 3 sisters that were from here, 3 homegirls. Man, puto desmadre, man. Eran gordas, eh? Pinches eran tortitas. 2 of them were tortas, bro. Like, one of them, Norma, was like the biggest hoodie ever. Like, she was a slut. No disrespect to a woman, but like, that's what she was. And Jasmine, at the time, she used to bleach her hair blonde. And she was decent looking. But you guys gotta understand, man. I was like, at the time, I was like, what? Early 90s, 94, like 10 years old, bro. Like, you know, like, the whole lot. How old was I? Yeah, 94, 10 years old. Yeah. So And as a kid, I remember just looking at everything, and I should fucking this is a real torta story right here, real shit. I don't think I've never told this story before. You know, I fucking might as well make that shit a video, right? But there were three sisters, but they were homegirls. That's right before Selena died. Selena died like the next year. And they were all into Selena, all that. We recorded the last concert, El Último Concierto. Órale, pinche Último Concierto. In Houston, Texas, right? That big old with the purple dress and all that shit, right? And yeah, man. Jasmine was one of the brothers back there. And this is why it triggers me so much. I'm not going to tell you why it triggers me, but it does. Jasmine was one of the brothers, and then Norma ended up getting caught in the room in the dark in the middle of the night with her boyfriend, her sister's boyfriend. And the funny part about it was that once they started screaming, the shit hit the fan. I came out the room as a little kid, right? And then Norma was out there running around, fucking butt ass naked, trying to put her thong on. She was trying to put her thong on, right? While her sister Jasmine was fucking chasing her, beating her down. Boom, boom, boom. You fucking bitch. You always do this. And there were English speakers. Like, they were like homegirls, like I said. The paisas, eso no hablan español. No hablan inglés. Puro español hablaban. And the dude that was in there, he's like, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. You know? And two sisters fighting over a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy to me. That shit was crazy to me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say I laughed because I was a little kid, because I just remember all the chaos. But in hindsight, I laugh now because it's like, damn, now I'm a grown ass man now, so now I understand what fucking happened. I mean, not right now, just right now, but years ago I understood what happened, a couple decades ago. But it's just like why it triggers me is because my mom's ended up getting with that same dude. And my mom was alone for 7 years before she got with anybody. And when we found out, it was one of the brothers. Me and my brother ended up beating the shit out of him. But yeah, it triggers me because of recent shit that's happened in my life with somebody special in my life. And yeah, that's all I'll say on that shit. Dubs crashed out again today. The gun tucked his nuts. Oh, of course he did. I dropped that video earlier. Not earlier, like literally right before I started this live. I kind of figured, I was like, it's never a good idea to do that, but I kind of figured, like, you know what, I'll drop it, and whoever comes live, and you guys can watch it later, whatever, you know, because, you know, my algorithm is really fucked up right now. They're literally, I have 3 YouTube accounts, right, that don't belong to me. 2 of them are my kids. They're not restricted. One of them is my baby mom that I still have on my phone. It's just YouTube. It's YouTube shit. It's nothing major. And mine, no, I don't get no notifications. I'm not talking about mine, my YouTube channel. I'm talking about my regular channel that I've had longer than any of my first 2 YouTube accounts. All 4 of my YouTube accounts do not get banners. They do not get a notification. So I already know that I've been gone so long and dropping videos that I have to earn that algorithm. So I know my views are going to be low as shit right now. You know, I get that. It's a given. It is what it is. I don't think dudes understand that just because you have a high amount of subscribers doesn't mean that you're going to get views. You know, like, that's just what it is, you know. Suprema or Pilsner? Whatever you decide, bro. I don't drink either one. To me, beer is beer, bro. You know, no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I would literally have to sit there and you give me both, and then I taste it and I'll tell you what I prefer. But whether it be a Suprema or a Pilsner, I don't know. I don't know what type of beer I would prefer. Coronas, all that. Like I get it, bro. You know, I used to drink a lot of Budweiser, but that shit didn't do shit to me. Inland Biz Gun's face was swelling on the thumbnail. Yep. Well, he says he's sick, right? He says he's sick. I just put his picture up there. That's a picture that he put up there. You know, I could get crafty AI. Guys, it's not hard to do an AI thumbnail. I just like doing these basic thumbnails because that's just what I've been doing from the beginning. Just like I haven't got a new intro or anything like that. If I start getting, you know, more viewers and shit like that, then I'll put in the work. But I don't think people realize how much it takes to go in there and edit a video and you know, do thumbnails, righteous thumbnails and shit like that. I could do it. I mean, I've been doing it forever. And with this AI shit is easier, but it's still time consuming. And I have a lot of shit going on in my life, respectfully. But yeah. Daddy Junior said, "What up, my boy? How we doing tonight? What's up, chat? What's up with it, my bro?" I said, "Mine's Junior. You need to drop during the day." No, I know I will. I will. I just got done doing that. Bro. That's why I dropped it. I clipped it. I did everything that I needed to do, and I just dropped it real quick. Bear with me, bro. I'm a procrastinator, bro. A lot of shit happened. But as far as like dropping in the morning, dropping in the middle of the evening, or the middle of the day, it really doesn't fucking matter, bro. I've tried that shit, and it really doesn't matter. The engagement and the algorithm and the YouTube algorithm, that's what really matters. People will tell you all that, oh, drop early in the morning consistently. Yeah, the consistency helps 100%. But my YouTube, bro, has so many fucking channels. They have literally billions of channels, hundreds of millions of channels, you know? And when I say channels, I'm talking about every single one of you guys here that don't even drop content. You know, you got to understand that their hard drives, bro, and everything, it's crazy, bro. I know how they do it, but damn. Gun is palabra chafa. He was going to fight. Now he fucked this chorra. Tuck this chorra. He's going to fight. Yeah, we're on a live yesterday doing that. That fool is not sick. All that masa he was talking about, 59J says, yep, otherwise. Says otherwise. Valley Thug, and what up, APA? What's up, my boy? I said mine's, bro. People will watch it for breakfast. They could always watch it for breakfast. All they have to do is do this. When they wake up, all they have to do is this. When they wake up, put in APA. And it'll be there ready for them. But I know what you're saying. If I drop it early in the morning, it'll hit their banner. Right now, it's not hitting any banner for the most part. You know, not it's hitting some for sure, but not all. But it's okay. I got to earn that. And it's always going to be a problem with content creators, you know, because they have to prioritize. And how the fuck are they going to prioritize a channel that hasn't dropped a video consistently for fuck how long? Shit, months upon months. Italiano, what's good, though? At the casino with the wife. Just wanted to say what's up real quick. Keep doing your thing, my boy. Appreciate you, bro. I sent much to the chat. Hope everyone having a good, blessed weekend. That's right. Hey, good luck, bro. What casino are you at, bro? I mean, you don't have to tell me what casino, but like, now have a good one, bro. Don't even trip. Have a good one, dog. Taxi Palace? No. Taxi Palace? Fresno. What casinos are in Fresno? I did a lot of my time in the Central Valley. Shit, I did the majority of my time in the Fresno Valley. Smash some likes, subscribe, and share the channel. Appreciate you, bro. That's all good, bro. Let me see. Big Head Ticas Gunner is sick, bro. Yeah, he's sick in the head. That's for damn sure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, chat, turn on all the bells so you direct it in the direction of all the dope content that Chaos kicking. Man, that fool really is like. It's funny that he says he's sick, but the motherfucker don't look sick. You don't have to look sick and be sick. I get that, but come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. I'm at the mountain I'm at the Table Mountain. Took Chansey. Okay, that's what I was talking about. I think. Table about yeah. Took Chansey. Yeah, right there in Central Valley. I remember the fucking commercials. They were like great commercials. Like, come over here real quick. Them fuckers. ABC 30. I used to see it on ABC 30 every fucking day. I was like, damn. I was sitting in their cell, bro. Kern Valley or Corcoran or whatever. Pleasant Valley. Boom. Took Chansey, all that. I was like, oh shit, bro. I want to go there, but I can't because I'm in the cell. Nah, good luck, bro. For real. I mean that shit. Good luck. Do your thing, bro. Even if, just don't spend money. Don't overspend. If you lose out your fatty out, bro, don't overspend, dog. Trust me, I lived in Vegas for 2 years. Bro. Like, trust me. I couldn't even get into one of them fucking Texas Hold'em fucking tournaments because I was gonna spend $500 just to get in. Fuck that shit. And I'm a good Hold'em player, but fuck that. If you don't have any money to back up your bluff, then you don't got shit. Did your Selly end up getting more time for the pegada he did on the Norteños? No. Oh, so Inland Biz, they all got 6 month indeterminate shoes. All of them got 6 months indeterminate shoes. So after 6 months, they got kicked out of the hole. I mean, in theory, after 6 months and indeterminate, they could have been there forever. But if they didn't do shit in the shoe, they got kicked out. They all ended up getting kicked out. He actually ended up checking in shortly after. I ended up finding out a while later. And I remember at the time thinking, like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? But I mean, I get it, man. He had his reasons. He was tired of it, I guess. I don't know. He was younger than me. I don't know, bro. Like, I held on for at least another fucking 8 years. Like, I don't know. But yeah, he ended up checking in. I still can't remember his fucking name. It wasn't like a regular name. I forget his fucking name. A new casino is being built in Madera. That's right. It's almost time. It's almost that time of the year where that gun gets jumped. Oh no, he gets jumped 3 times a year, at least 3 to 4 or 5 times a year. He gets jumped. Couple times a year, he almost dies on lives, like meaning like his almost died on the live. Yeah, it's repetitive with that dude. It's repetitive. Yeah, Valley Thug and my daughter just got hired as a dealer for one of them in Madera. I hooked her up. I was in the casino business for years. That's right. Hell yeah. I said Tachi Palace or some shit like that, right? At the beginning. Yeah, Tachi, but it's Tachi. I know what you guys talking about. You should have known he was going to check out when his face turned pale. I try to tell 16 Alive, bro. I try to tell him, bro, like, I talked to him for a minute, bro. And I mean, on the phone. I told him, bro, like, that fool's not gonna show up, dude. He ain't gonna show up. I know he's not. That's a fact. And I told him, I hope I'm wrong. Why? Because if I'm wrong, I don't care if I'm wrong. As long as you beat the brakes off of them. Italiano, that's what's up, bro. I think they're building a dispensary next to the casino. Valley Thuggin says, that's right. You have to attract. What's up with Gavin Newsom, though, bro? That fool under investigation, homie. And Trump didn't even start the investigation. Joe Biden did. Kamala Harris did. What do you say about that? How about them apples? I heard the same thing about Thuggin, but not sure if it's true. Anything wrong with the dispensary, though? Let me see. A ver. Vamos a ver la colita. I was talking about your Sally Holmes. Yeah, my Sally from Florencia. Yeah, I already answered that. My Sally from Florencia, right? I already answered that, bro. Obviously, you're going back and forth or some shit. They went on the right? On the thing right? I already answered that question, bro. No, none of them got time. They got a 6-month indeterminate shoot term. Dubs said he wouldn't show up to the 16 in Life because Dubs has real issues with him. Hey, do me a favor, guys, please. Fuck my lives. I could care less about my lives, right? The video that I just dropped, the update on the fight with Gunner and 16 Alive, please, bro, share that shit on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you guys could do. Please share that. That way, this dude Gunner gets put on blast, because this dude is a piece of you know what. And share it on YouTube, share it everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hype it, do all that, please. At least this one, because I want people to know that this dude, for sure, is a piece of you know what. And go watch the video when you get a chance, and you guys are gonna see it straight from 16 Life's mouth. The dude never intended to fight him, and I already knew that. You know, that way people won't be like, "Oh, it's you make it about you, well, it's only about you and your grudge with him." No, it's not even about that. You know, like, it's not even about that. It's the truth. Damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. I dropped that one tonight. I'm gonna drop another video tomorrow. The second incident with the Norteños got the upper hand on the camaradas. You guys, if you have not seen that video before, you're gonna see it. And you're gonna trip out on that shit. We all knew Runner wasn't gonna fight Chill. He has no entourage to roll with him this time. Oh yeah, exactly. That's true too. Hey, Valley Thuggin, hey my boy, for real, bro. That's absolutely true. Back then, he took Bean, all the dudes, 209, all them dudes, bro, that Rojo and all that. Now he has nobody. But he's still safe. He's not gonna get hurt unless it's in the ring. That's how much of a piece of crap he is, though. He's too scared. He's a scary ass motherfucker. And Dubs is not gonna go with them. They're hiding out in an apartment. Bro. Like, for real. Real shit. I'm talking about they work. Man, you don't work. You work your fucking mouth. Drop thousands of videos a day. Fuck. In that business, I was saying you should have known your celly was going to check in when his face turned pale. No, it's not. I mean, look, bro. I don't know how long it took for him to check in. After, maybe I ran into somebody a couple of years later, 2, 3, 4 years later. I don't know. I mean, I was still in the system for another 8, 9 years. I was still in the system for another 10 years. So I think like 2, 3, or 4 years later, somebody ended up telling me he had already came from the Tehachapi incident. Matter of fact, I haven't even talked about the Tehachapi incident when they blasted the lieutenant. He actually came from that. So I don't know the circumstances on why he checked in. I'm just saying he ended up checking in. But when he turned pale and all that shit, bro, look, homie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, when somebody tells you out of nowhere, you going out to day room, you think you're gonna play some chess, you're chilling, everything's peace, and he had no inclination of what was gonna happen. And I give him a fierro, like, hey, look, you gotta try to kill this dude right now in 5 minutes. His face turned pale, bro. Like he was just like, what the fuck? But he grabbed it, he did his, and he went out there and he handled his business. So him turning pale, it was just a natural physical reaction, bro. I think I would have probably felt the same way if somebody just dropped it on me. I don't know if I would have turned pale. Maybe I would have. I don't know. But knowing my ass, bro, I've been through so much shit before I went to prison, you know, putting in work and doing all that bullshit. Maybe the kid had never put it in work, you know, but he still went out there and he performed. I seen him on there doing his thing, stabbing that dude, you know. So he recovered relatively fast. All I'm just saying is that you just never know, bro. That is not an easy thing to be dropped on your lap. I had forever to get ready, you know. And when they told me I was gonna do it, I didn't turn pale, of course not. But I was just eager to get it over with because I mean I was anxious every single time I was in the day room. Like I was like, let's just get this shit. Let's just get this shit. Because as soon as it kicks off, I know my adrenaline is going to kick in and I no longer have to be nervous or anxious. That's the best part about it, unfortunately. Once you get into action, your adrenaline kicks in and you don't have to be fucking nervous no more. Real shit. So that was his manifestation of you know, anxiousness, whatnot, him turning pale and shit. It's a lot to take in, bro. Like, so, hey, you got to kill this dude in 5 minutes. When you didn't hear nothing about this, like it's not an easy thing to take in, bro. Put yourself in those shoes. Put yourself in those shoes, bro, and you'll understand. Maybe I'll share with my primo. That's right. Appreciate you. Doesn't he owe Chicano too that 10,000? Yeah, he owes him 10 G's, bro. Valentine runner been ducking fades since his Y days. That was a bitch, bro. He's a punk. We already know that. Gunner's a punk. Bean won that golden ticket. Bean won the golden ticket and he got the trip to pay for his stick. Yeah. Remember that fake raffle? Yep, that's that fake raffle right there, man. I keep trying to tell dudes, bro. Do more Northerners or Southerners check in? Sheesh. By numbers? Fuck, that's a good question. I would think that more Southerners, just racial wise, because there's some more Sureños, Southerners, than there is Norteños. So yeah, I mean they both check in. I would think just by the numbers, maybe Sureños. I don't know. I mean that's an interesting question for real. But I would say more Southerners for sure because they're deeper. They're deeper by numbers, ratio wise. And then biz, that was all a scam. Being never paid to enter the raffle for the tickets. Exactly. It was all a scam. It was all a scam, bro. We remember that shit, bro. We remember that shit. Real shit. How many pegadas were you asked to do during your whole time? I did 3 pegadas off the record in Centinela. I was sneaking from the middle yard to the upper yard. So that and on CR and Centinela, they had a fence in the middle. 1, 2, 3 block, and then it was 4 and 5 block. I went to the side, did 3 pegadas there, and then 2 dudes got on them. I was on the 4 yard. They were transitioning into a 3 yard, 4 and 5 block. Got on them after I hit them dudes, and then I did 2 on the record, and then I did 4 just regular batteries. Battery with the battery serious bodily injury, 3 different batteries, just like beating dudes up, getting them off the yard. 2 pegadas on the record, and the 3 that I did in Centinela. But as far as wait, hold on. There's one more that I did. In Pleasant Valley. Oh, I'm not to mention the Bulldogs that I blasted. Blasted the Bulldogs, but we got our ass whooped. We rushed them, blasted the Bulldog, and we got fucked up after that. They let off 10, 12 of us. There were 60 Bulldogs on the yard. and to beat this crap out of us. Hold on, give me 1 second. My bad, guys. I'm tired of sipping on that shit, so I'm gonna sip on my beer. Let me see. My bad. So I was telling you about my honest. I feel like I don't know a lot of homies that checked in, but I hear a lot of Northerners that do. Oh no, they all, yeah, bro. There's a gang of them, bro. Bro, look, you gotta understand, bro, that there's a lot of individuals from both sides. Um, I was saying, like, when you ask that, like, I mean, I don't know the numbers. I know that the majority of the system is SNY. I know that much. Um, they've already moved on. They have their own gangs and all that shit. It's just crazy, bro. I left at the perfect time. Real shit. Um, I watched the whole system transition from being active to being no good, meaning like SNY and all that for years and years and years and years and years. I went to the site in 2017. That was 9 years ago. 9 years ago. And at that time, it was already over. The game was over already. You know, like so you could only imagine, bro, how many like the only one surviving this is like they only have certain amount of yards. The 180s, level 4s, where the senoras are at. I remember how I felt when I was over there. We used to hear the other SNY yards go down every day. Every day the yard used to go down. They used to recall our day room, our yards, whatnot, and the COs would come by and tell us the stories of what were going on over there. Dudes getting stabbed, killed, and all that. I'm telling you, bro, like I'm not glorifying them. I'm just saying, bro, that's a reality. You know, like I told these stories, bro, on how to kill the dude from 18th Street. I'm gonna retell these stories because obviously, it needs to be done. And then business, are there some authors that never get asked to do a pegada? Cristianos never get asked to do a pegada. All they're expected to do is to jump if a riot cracks with the homies against another race, another faction. Sub, hope you having a blessed evening, G. That's right, Sweatbox, semis. But look, Inland, to go back to that right there, that's a video in and of itself. They do not ask dudes that are a pussy. Why do you think Dubs, the dudes like Dubs, right? I could have very easily got to prison and hid behind the Mesa system. I'm with the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that every single one of them dudes do that because they don't want to put in work. They're just smart about it. Are they capable of putting in work and they're with the business? Of course, because I know I am. But the reason I didn't do it, I didn't want to be warehoused in the shoes for the rest of my term, you know, being validated, whatnot. But there is some dudes that hide behind that. They pretend to be bad, like Dubs, hold down some feet, some legs, and hide behind it in a position. And they send other dudes to do their bidding. And then they check in. When they get validated, they end up fucking checking in. And like, I could have spent my whole term validated, homie, in the shoe. I could do isolation time. I've been doing this since I was a little kid in juvenile hall. Single cell, straight up. I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? As long as I have a book, I'm straight. I'm good. But dudes like Dubs and other dudes that pretend like this, them type of cats, bro, like they hide behind their glory days that they manufactured themselves, you know, knowing damn well that they never put in work. You could chase somebody on the streets that's running from you and you could shoot them. It is what it is. It don't take that much to do that, you know. That's all he has. So hope you haven't read that one. The gun says he has a lot of love for the Perro Chatos. What is that? Does was a key holder. According to him, bro, he was on the mess on all kinds of shit, but he's never went into details. He was validated. He debriefed and snitched on everybody that. So if you're validated, bro, so it's two things with that dude, right? Obviously, the little lawsuit that he filed, he mentioned Weddle Bunt and put him out there. That's snitching. That's enough right there to get you killed in prison. That's enough to get you killed. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what how he tries to justify it. But that little piece of fucking evidence right there, it's enough to get you killed. Because if you go back, imagine if you go back to the yard and they ask you, it's like, hey, bro, we've seen these transcripts, and why would you volunteer that information that Weddle Bunt was the only one above you? It don't matter how you explain it. You already said it. And just based off of that, you're no longer trustworthy. And because of that, guess what? You're going to get blasted off the yard. Mr. fucking Pelican Bay, Mr. Pelican Bay Syndrome, Mr. fucking 180. Come on, homie. You ain't the only one that was on the 180 in the shoes, homie. Quit messing me with that, bro. Like, come on, dude. But it's YouTube though, right? As YouTube, you could get away with it. You could get away with it, and whenever, and look at the mood swings that he goes through. Oh, people are trying to get me killed, and then the next day he's threatening everybody and his mama, everybody calling somebody a bitch, calling somebody a punk, and all that. Like the dude is a serious alcoholic, a vicious alcoholic. I'm probably an alcoholic, real shit, because I drink. I don't give a fuck, you know. But I don't act like him. I don't act like him and just lash out and just fucking like do some crazy shit. You have to provoke me. You know what I'm saying? I have to have a reason for it. But that dude like gets in his feelings and all that shit. Inland, was that you earlier that told me that he crashed out again? Active, Leva, in great standings. Oh shit. 100. The Pintero you only see once every 1,000 years. That's dubs. That's 100%. That's 100%. Damn, it's already fucking midnight, 12:30. God damn. Oof. But yeah, man. Let me see. Let's get into a ver qué está pasando. A ver qué está pasando. I don't know. What do you guys want me to react to, man? I know what to react to, but damn. Yeah, he was drunk early, crashed out. He talked smack about slugs. Yeah, I mean, notice how he never talks shit on me. Right? Right? And Gunner and him never talk shit on me on their lives because it's strategic. They're never gonna give me that clout. But I'm the only one that they let on their lives. Right? I already know this, bro. I don't need their recognition. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Not you guys, but it's them too. Fuck you, two pieces of shits. Guns and dumber. But this should tell you everything you need to know. This should tell you everything that you need to know. Because they have a pact to not ever acknowledge me, you know what I'm saying, and give me any type of clout. And I get it, and I love that. I'm fucking privileged, and I love that. You know, because they already know what it is. They can never mention daddy. I'm their daddy, bro. I'm their daddy. And they can never mention me. Ever. Ever. Echo and Jekyll. No, shit. He's the same one. The other pendejo is too much, too. All right. So he talked about slugs. Okay. Let's go check it out. Where can I find it at? In inland? Where can I find it at? Before I go and just search and shit. Let me see. Yeah, let me know where I can find it at. Because just like they refuse to go acknowledge me, which I don't need them to, or mention me, I don't need them to. I never go on their channel to try to find some shit. Exposed to streamed it. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let me go to exposed to. It's not the same one, is it? Oh, Saturday Live. 2 hours ago.
I saw him for what he was.
What's up, everybody? We up in it, and let's get it. Joker, bitch ass Harata is live. Let's
Next
go.
thing you know, he went back against me again, and I already said, once I send him Feria, I'm not going at him again. What happened to him? No, somebody broke? Come on, Dub, speak right.
I'll break your
Somebody broke into
motherfucking
his house
jaw,
and smoked
punk.
him? Didn't he lived with his mom? Oh, that's fucked up, man. You know, listen, I don't care. Look, I really look. I'm a Christian, Holmes. I'm nobody else's fucking version of a Christian.
I'm a Christian. This motherfucker just said he's a Christian. Oh my God, bro. That fool really just said that shit with a straight drunk face that I'm a Christian. You're not a Christian, bro. You're a fucking joke. You're a joke, bro. You fucking use the Bible to escape the SNY side since 2005, I think, all the way into your parole. That's a long time, dog. 13 years? That's fucking crazy to me. Bible thumper. Ain't nothing wrong with truly believing in the word of Christ. Real shit. But damn, in prison, nobody has respect like this. Has any respect like this towards motherfuckers like this. Like, no. Nothing but disdain. Nothing but disdain, bro. I saw the video of you and Dubs and Gunner. That was good shit. That's right. Slugs hasn't made a video yet since it's only been a few hours. Okay, good. Okay, let me react on this shit, bro, real quick. He really he said he's a Christian. What the fuck? That's offensive, bro.
But these people that talk shit about me, I pray for them. I do. At least I try.
You pray for them, and then you talk shit the next time when you're drunk. Shut your ass up.
I had to remember to pray for them.
Fucking
right?
pervert.
As much as I
Fool's
can.
over there licking on Bruce's balls and shit.
Damn.
I'm gonna put you out there,
Even
Joker, in
bitches
a real
Fernando.
way. What's that
Like,
nightmare?
I mean, he's
really
gonna
just
burn in
said
hell no
praise
matter
for
what
him.
happens to him. But
His
I
daddy's a
don't wish
bitch.
bad things on him. Hell no.
This fool's over there licking Bruce's balls, man. That's some watch.
Look, he must be sober. I don't wish nothing bad on him. And look at him right here. Look at him. Busting shots. Like, this dude really is sick in the head. You have to be delusional to be this type of dude, to have this type of mentality. Real shit, dude. I haven't even taken. Let me take a sip of my beer, bro. Because this shit's fucking crazy to me. This dude just finished saying that he prays for them, and then this is what he does next.
Fool, you ain't gonna bust no grade, fool. We all know who will, really. It's not you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He talked a lot of papas about a lot of people, so maybe it caught up to him.
Papas. Bro, you don't speak Spanish. Stop using the word papas and shit like that. I remember my older homies used to be like, "That's a bunch of papas, homie. It's a bunch of nothing, homie. None of that shit, homie." Like, come on, bro. Shut the fuck up already, dog. Shut your ass up, bro.
There was no one Rilla.
What's up, E. Mattel? Hangman? This fool's a lame. Looking at yeah, we on an early one. Early crash out.
Dub was
up, Nightmare?
tipsy last night? Nah, that was 2 nights ago. I didn't drink
Nah,
yesterday.
he was foul timed by another man, though.
That was 2 nights ago. I didn't drink yesterday. You don't need to drink to be a dumbass. You act stupid when you're sober and when you're drunk, especially when you're drunk. You're retarded, bro. You're retarded. Oh, bobblehead ass motherfucker.
And like that other nobody fool looking on.
Either stop or die.
Man, you ain't gonna do shit, punk. You ain't no killer. You ain't gonna bust no grape. Shut up, Lavon.
This is why I
Between
bust
all of
down
us
to
on
this
this
song in the
YouTube
joint.
shit, we know who will.
This song, and I'll play the next song. This song, and there's another song. I used to bust down to these 2 songs.
Man, you ain't never buzzed down
No,
in your
no,
life,
that's
bitch.
fact because you're a Christian as well. Count.
He's a Christian. Is your dad a Christian too? It makes sense. I mean,
He's
shit.
about to pay a hell of a price. When he passes,
I dance in fire, bitch. I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven, puta. Remember that.
watch that song and this one. Hey,
What's up, Wolverine?
Yes, Fernando.
Check hippopotamus, bitch ass Johnny Rata, and your bitch ass dad.
Look
Your
at
dad's
that
a
one and
bitch
this
ass
song right
pervert.
here.
Come on, Joker, let it be known. Your dad's a bitch ass pervert. You're a
That
bitch.
song and this song, I used to buzz down in prison hard to these songs.
I used to put down in prison hard to these songs. I used to put down in prison hard to this song. Man, shut the fuck up, bro.
It was
We
easy to
Jeremy
buzz down
Ford.
hard, but he's scared to run that one-on-one. But we can
I already
draw,
know you
bitch.
hope already. Man, hold on.
What's up, John Rob?
Of someone reckless, are you saying reckless in prison? Wouldn't they also be dangerous in
And he
person?
reckless.
Anybody can be dangerous in
Hey,
person.
who do you say? I don't know
Yeah.
who you cursed out on Slut.
Oh, he's
Joshua said
drinking.
no beers. I'm drinking right now, big dog. Hold on.
We know you are,
Hour
bitch.
later, 3 hour live. Damn.
That's stories. Yeah, that's where Michael will come. Oh man.
Hey, Inland.
Exactly,
if you
Rich.
give me the timestamp, bro.
Editor.
So these dudes
Don't want a problem with him?
Like Renegade Media, he's out of state. Way out of state. So he talks all the papas. I don't care.
Like Renegade Media, he's way out of state. He talks all that papas. Bro, shut the fuck. You sound so stupid saying papas, bro. Shut up already. Shut up. Just be quiet already, bro. Recuse yourself, bro, and shut the fuck up already. Every time I hear this dude talking about papas, it's just retarded to me, bro. You can't even speak Spanish, homie. You're talking about papas, homie. Like, you're fuck, bro. I don't even want Gunner anymore. I want this dude.
What state I'm in, I would never ever talk shit
The
about
Gunner's a snitch, bro. I could care less about him. He's a debris for snitch too. But this is a dude that was, according to him, was with the business. I want him. I want him.
the people I used to do business with.
You did.
They
You
never
did,
did me wrong.
Joker.
Bitch ass nigga.
Look, on
There was a
everything I love,
disagreement. There was
man.
something I didn't agree with.
I don't even gotta say all that,
did
but
my
on
own
everything,
thing.
man, for real, I swear to you, he used to
I
always say he
still
got
respect
done
him.
wrong.
It ain't easy what they do.
Joker always said that he got done wrong.
these
He used to
weenies
talk a
that
lot
talk
of
shit
shit
about
about
them
those
people?
people he called legends. And that's facts.
It says a lot about them.
He didn't do it.
The only reason he doesn't talk about the señores, the legends, is because he's scared as shit. He's scared as shit. He doesn't live in his neighborhood. The fool never leaves his apartment. If he does, he probably puts on some fucking shades, a hat, a hoodie. Dude does that shit. If he ever does. Other than that, he just door dashes shit.
Went on social media, but he did it. He ran his mouth the whole lot. Anyone who listened to him, which nobody did, he'll try to throw names around thinking people are gonna look at him like, hey man, you're cool. You was a bitch.
Yeah, it count. But when I exposed Fernando for the interview, they're weirdos. I am their content. They could be successful if they had a story, if they had
He sounds like
charisma.
that probation
They
pussy
don't.
dude.
They have me.
Nobody needs you. Nobody needs you, you fucking J-Cat. You and Gunner are the only snitches on the dropout prison genre. You and Gunner are the only snitches, bro. Real shit. You're fucking ratas, bro. Like, for real. Johnny Ratas, you wonder why they call you that? Because you're a fucking rat. You're a fucking snitch, bro. You're a fucking rata, bro. That's just crazy to me. You still try to keep you denying that shit. It's unfathomable.
Hey, this fool. Hey, little donut boy. Hey, what about when my homeboy fucking tapped in with fucking stupid
Metro Cali
mascot?
for sure.
He was so he never said nothing bad about me. My homeboy.
It doesn't matter if somebody never says something bad about you, but when they find out about you, then fuck you. Things could change once people find out what it is. The fuck are you talking about? You fucking snitch.
Well, look. Since my homeboy, look, hold on, let me turn this down.
Turn
Since
it
my
down, you fucking
homeboy,
rat.
since my homeboy put himself out there, when I went to board and I said that Weddle Bunt, I was under Weddle Bunt as far as like leadership, Weddle Bunt had already locked up. Since
It doesn't matter if he locked up or not. You snitched. It doesn't matter. No, now he wants to say more details to protect himself. It don't matter if you already fucking had locked up. The fact of the matter is that you told him information, you debriefed. Imagine who else you told. Damn, bro. Damn, I'm glad I caught this one. Hold on. I'm glad I fucking caught this one right here. Fucking glad I caught this one.
He buying more beer. He didn't say to buy no beer, fool.
Come on. Let me listen to this again.
We're gonna have a long crash out tonight.
we got you, Stephanie. I go on and on.
Can't understand how I last so long.
Same tank.
I must have
top
a
change, and maybe the
superpower.
You got no
next will go away,
superpower,
bitch.
3,000 hours.
That's facts.
Cause I'm off of CC.
Dubs loves being a known rat.
And like your boy from Compton said,
J
You know this
Lane,
dick
what's up
ain't
with
free.
it?
I got girls that I should have made pay for it.
No, I'm gonna get on the game after this. That's a blessing.
That fool is gonna get on a game after this. That's a blessing. You suck, bro. I will smash you on Call of Duty.
What's up, gente? ¿Qué gente? ¿Qué gente?
That's what all the
My
hate,
homeboy.
Joker.
I love my homeboy Weddle. Even if, hey, look, even if you guys convince,
This fool's a
even if
homosexual.
anybody could convince Weddle to be mad at me, I would still love Weddle. I would still respect that.
But he didn't get on your platform. He went on Slugs. No, not Slugs. Was it Slugs? No, who did he go on? It was Slugs, right? Okay.
Damn,
Man.
fool. I don't know about you, Joker.
But he
You're a
never said
homo,
nothing
fool.
bad about me though, and they were pissed about it. They thought he would.
But it doesn't matter, bro. Even though homeboy didn't say anything about it, look at me. Weddle Bunt is not a snitch like you. And I know that because he didn't say nothing about you. He didn't put you out there or anything like that. But the platform that he chose to go on speaks volumes. Speaks volumes. It tells me everything that I need to know that I already know about you, bitch ass. Weddle Bunt doesn't need to say nothing about you, bro. Nothing. Whenever he decided to go to the side because he's like, you know what, I'm fucked, because you contributed to that, most likely. You had already snitched on him. So now you want to come and say that, oh, he already went to the side too. He probably had no choice because motherfuckers like you told on him. And he chose the right choice to self-preserve. Self-preserve. Look at this fucking joke right here. You told on him, bro. You mentioned his name and everything to, self-preservation, right? You snitched. And when you're on top, you can't snitch on nobody. You can only snitch on whoever's on top of you. But if he didn't choose to do that, he did it. But if he did, he did. The fact of the matter, it doesn't absolve you from snitching, bro. That's a fact. You snitch. You're a bitch. Straight up. And the fact that he went to Slugs before he even went to you, and you have a big-ass platform with the J-Cap from up north. No disrespect to the north. What's that dude's name? Runner. What is his name? Starts with the G. He's on TV, I think. Oh, Gunners Collective TV. Oh, Gunner says you added TV a couple years ago. Oh, you're big and bad, huh? You have a TV station, right? You fucking lame. Look, this dude right here, bro. The audacity, bro. The audacity that this dude really is trying to fucking. This was fucking too much, dude. He's too much. You snitch on your homeboy, bro. It don't matter if you went to the other side or not. You snitched, bro. That's a fact. You will never find some shit like this on me ever. Nobody in the history of the world could tell me expose me for snitching on somebody. That's a fact.
Hey, but he knew who I was, huh? He didn't know who you were. He didn't know who you were, Slugs. You little bitch. Nobody knows who you were. Your primo was a dope dealer in your neighborhood and you hung around with him. Like, I heard the stories. You were a nobody in your barrio.
I said that about you, Joker. You were nobody, Joker. You were not a street legend. Fool, that's facts.
All these vatos that hide their faces, man, I don't give a fuck about what they have to say.
Hold on, let me remember.
There's a
You're gonna be
proud
fine, Stephanie.
Republican.
I promise you, you're gonna be fine.
We rattled
Whatever
this
needs
fool's
to be
cage.
done is gonna be done. You're gonna be fine.
I'm telling you, he knows, man.
I don't see. That's the thing. That's the difference between me, Slugs, and Fernanda.
There you go. That's where it goes. Slugs and Fernanda. This motherfucker crazy, bro. Why is he alone?
I don't put bullshit on people.
You had,
Like,
bitch.
I
You
heard-
had, bitch.
Slugs was not a factor whatsoever in his neighborhood. He had a cousin that was a factor, right?
Oh, that's
just what I've heard. But Slugs was never a factor. And
Oh, so I never knew. I don't know where Slugs is from. Do any of you guys know where Slugs is from? Central Cali certified. Much respect to you and yours, Al. Glad to see you staying on his ass. Fuck all that. Straight pussy. Yeah, for sure, bro. 100%. Let me read this one again. This fool is a phony, fake, and lies nonstop on YouTube. Look at all that videos that called him on, and that was just because he lied on YouTube to try to cover up for Runner's ass about abusing kid. 100%, bro. We remember that, bro. It's Central Cal. Oh, boy. Be on here, bro. Be on here, dog. Be on here, bro, from time to time. Whenever you get a chance, don't ever leave, because motherfuckers like us that have the history. I can't always catch everything, but that's what matters, bro. Real shit. Slugs is an upstate Sureño from Central Cali. You said update, but it's upstate. I know what you meant. Here we go.
when he went to the joint, he was never a factor. He never got involved in politics. He
You
was
weren't
right there.
shit,
He
Joker.
couldn't hang. He locked it up. He PC'd up.
So did you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Damn. Hey, Joker's really coming out with all the hate. And you're not from Southern California.
phones do, right?
His biggest video was when he
But
talks
since
about
then-
exposed to.
And he really likes slugs. I watched this video about slugs. He likes slugs. Slugs is a fucking bitch. Like, there's no way around it. He's a bitch. What's up, Daniel? If Slugs was unbiased, he couldn't say nothing bad about me. There's no way he could.
Of course you can. You're a debriefer. You're a snitch. What are you talking about? And you deny it and you never acknowledge it. Anybody could say that about you. What the fuck are you talking about? You bobblehead ass motherfucker.
But he sees more money in talking bad about me, which is cool. Hey,
I know you,
ride
Joker.
that lane.
I
Ride that
know
lane
you
until
when
the
you're a
fucking wheels
bitch.
fall off.
You're a bitch.
But the probation officer exposed how Fernando was obsessed with me. He
Damn.
exposed
Why is he using another dude's name? The same probation officer that fucked with the prostitute from my city, like that same fucking lame ass fucking white dude. I think he's white. I don't know. It doesn't matter what race he is, but I'm just saying I could picture only a white dude to be obsessed with a prostitute from the city, from my city, from Santana. Straight up, and we already know who we're talking about.
He on the
that-
probation's dick.
that fucking slugs in his last 7 months. He's done like 60, 70 videos about me. How many have I done about him? He's irrelevant.
But you're sitting here talking about him. Oh, on the infamous live was like, remember on the infamous live? Look, he wants to have it both ways, right? On the last live where I went at it with him and Gunner on the live, A video is a video. It still stays up. What's the difference? A live is a live, a video is a video. When I told him a live is a live and a video is a video. Now he wants to differentiate. Now he wants to, like, I never did a video, but every single live where you crash out, you talk about them. It's the same shit, right? According to you. According to you, it's the same shit, right? When I try to say that a live is different from a video, right? But now you want to have it both ways. You're a bitch, bro. You're a punk. You're a rat. That's what Johnny Ratas, bro. That's what you are.
Why would I talk
You're talking about him. You're talking about him, bitch.
He never was a factor in prison. He never
Shout out
was a
to
factor
Slugs
in his
Town.
neighborhood. He's not a factor in social media.
Yeah, the probation
gonna get
officer
views
tried
off
to
of
bone her, bro. That's a fact.
Johnny Ratas, you were not a street legend in your hood, fool.
Slugs was washing boxers.
Well, I'm not saying he went to their house and he tried to bone her, and like, I don't know no details like that. But he was backing her up and all kinds of shit, all up in her nutsack and everything, backing her up without not even knowing the fucking truth. That's a fact. That's a motherfucking fact. She tried to say a bunch of shit about me, bro. Like, man, shut the fuck up. She lucky I to put all my fucking messages out there, bro.
I don't know if he was doing that. I don't see. That's the thing. That's the difference between me, Slugs, and Fernanda. I don't put bullshit on people.
You had,
Like,
bitch.
I
You
heard-
had, bitch.
Slugs was not a factor whatsoever in his neighborhood. He had a cousin that was a factor, right?
He's saying this shit with a straight face too.
That's just what I've heard. But Slugs was never a factor, and when he went to the joint, he was never a factor. He never got involved in politics. He
You
was
weren't
right there.
shit,
He
Joker.
couldn't hang.
But bro, but you snitched. You debriefed and you snitched. It doesn't matter what you think you did. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what I did. I went to the side. It was a moot point after that. It all got erased. Am I still a good individual? Of course. But you snitched and I didn't. That's why I say I'm a good individual. You're not. You're a snitch, dog. You're a fucking rata, dog. It don't matter if you killed 1,000 people. Once you snitch, dog. It is what it is. According to like the politics that you're still trying to hold strong to. His very words right now. His very words right now is like, this dude didn't do this. This dude didn't do that. Went to the side, this and that. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're embarrassing, dude. Like, you're embarrassing yourself. Like, this just, to me, is like so embarrassing. For those of us that know, we understand the consequences, the nuances. And this dude really is really trying to hold on to that shit.
He locked it up. He PC'd up.
So did you and Gunner.
He wasn't involved in politics. So what happened?
Oh, so what are you trying to say? Because you were involved in politics, that's why only you checked in? Man, shut your ass up. I wasn't involved, and I did a bunch of pegadas and all that shit. I never did it, so I would have did it. What the fuck are you talking about? You're fucking lame, bro.
He didn't debrief.
You weren't involved in nothing. Why did you check in, bitch? Make that a story.
He
Hey,
didn't
make that a
debrief.
video, Slugs.
He didn't
You're lame,
debrief. Whatever he didn't debrief.
A vato that was never involved in politics, wasn't in the dope game, nothing, and
Shout
you
out to
fucking
Slugs
got
Town.
ran off the yard.
I'm gonna retell my story on how I was in a dope game in New Corcoran and why I declined a seat on the mesa in SADF in New Corcoran when Widow Verde and when Widow Verde and Turi from Cuca had the yard right there after Artie when I got there. This dude is a fucking joke, bro.
That's righteous peseta shit. Righteous PC shit. I
Damn,
don't
you
follow
were,
her that shit. What's
No, you're a righteous PC, bro, because you told, bro, you debriefed, you snitched. It don't matter how you got validated. It matters. That's even worse because you were validated and you were really in the game and you snitched. That's even worse, homie, because you were all the way in, and you still decided to go out asshole backwards. That's the definition of asshole backwards. Motherfuckers like you, bobblehead, straight up. That's a
You're
fact.
bad, fool. You
Never.
debrief. That's the worst of the worst when you fucking wrote it up and you debrief. Damn, that's the worst you can ever do. That's shit bad. That's all
White House
bad.
gets down.
It's all good,
What's
bro.
next? Hold up.
See, look, man, you got probation, perspective, that pussy ass fool, and people try to say exposed to, man. From the very first day he was incarcerated, he was all bad. I said, fool, shut the fuck up, man. You show that shit, I'll leave you too. And then, hey, some stupid ass female try to run
How
with
come
that
he doesn't
shit.
do
I
a
had to
story
let her
about
know
why
the
he really
real deal.
PC'd up? He's in Mexico. Nobody's gonna touch him. Do a story on why you really PC'd up.
Shout out Slugs Town.
What scared
Shout
you?
out to Slug.
Hey, what scared
What scared
Nothing
you,
scared
Joker,
me.
to breathe?
you?
Nothing
Nothing. You, the
scared
board
you.
didn't ask me about nothing that scared me like they did with Fernando.
Oh, whoa. You got scared. You were going to get speared.
Hey,
scared,
Slugs
Joker.
could have been.
This was too much, bro. This was too. I dropped the link. This was too much. That fool is too much and not enough.
Made more money being cool with me. Fucking pussy.
He didn't sound loud. He didn't
I
want
promise
to
you, if I
compromise
ever
with a
met
rat.
Slugs in person, he would apologize.
If I were to see Slugs in person, you would apologize, bro. Please meet me in person so I can apologize for you. It does. Fuck Gunner. Please meet me in person so I can apologize to you. With this. I want you, bro. Fuck Gunner. Gunner's a joke. I need you now. Bitch. Straight up. You're a punk, homie. You're a snitch. Dubs is a snitch, a debriefer, a bitch, a punk. That's what he is. He knows that homeboy is on the other side of the border. He's talking real tough on Slugs when Slugs is comfortably on the other side of the border. And the Trump administration, he knows he's talking all that bad shit because he knows that homeboy can't even come over here on this side of the fucking border. Imagine how much money they're charging right now for a tunnel or anything, any illegals. That border virtually shut down right now. And this was talking all that big bad shit. Let homeboy in real quick. Hold on real quick. What's up with it, bro?
What's good, L?
What's going on with you, man? How you been?
Shit, I've been all right. How about you?
Same shit, bro. Just, hanging in there, bro. Trying not to fucking spaz out on these motherfuckers too much, because they're you already know what they are, bro. But what's up though?
Nothing. I was just watching your video and I can't believe how this fool still can't keep it real. Especially to the people that be putting the food in his mouth.
Yeah, real shit, bro. Like, I mean, look, at this point, it's up to us because they're gonna keep going and going and going and going. You're gonna get new subscribers and all that shit. Yeah. But unfortunately, it lands on us to remind people. You know what I'm saying? Like from time to time to let people know that this is what they really are. Yeah. And it's a good cause. But unfortunately, it takes from the rest. Go ahead.
Yeah. At least I could show Gunner some respect for he keeps it real with about being a dropout and everything like that. But look how many channels have it posted of his debriefing packet on Dubs, and he still won't admit to it.
Hey, you said that Gunner keeps it real on what?
About how he dropped out and everything like that.
Yeah, but he never kept it real about the YA paperwork that he has.
Yeah, he
What
still
you know
admits to
about
the
that?
fact that he's no good and he dropped out though.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that's the thing with Gunner. He's never said, bro, that I heard of that he went to the SNY side. I never heard him say that.
I don't know. I remember a video where he said that he was on a 50-50 or some shit.
Oh, there was
no good, but I know he was deemed no good from YA.
So what you're talking about is this, bro. He said the first thing that I heard was he's like, me myself, I've never been on a 50-50 yard. That's what he said, right? And
Yeah.
then after he was like, me myself, I've been on a 50-50 yard, this and that. But that doesn't make it a mess and why, bro. That just, you know,
he was on Sad FD yard as a rider with people that I know personally.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But he's never gonna acknowledge that. I know he was a Northern rider. I know
Yeah.
that. I know that. But he's never acknowledged that. You know,
Yeah.
he not only was a Northern rider, but he tries to like be kind of vague about it and be like, you know what, I'm not active anymore. But he tries to blame it on his age, meaning like he's older, so he's no longer active in the streets. And my whole problem with that is that he knows what he's doing. He tries to split it like I'm no longer active on the streets type shit, but he is no longer active, period, in the prison system. And the moment that I hear him say, hey, yes, I went to the SNY side, that's the moment that I'm going to at least have some respect for him for acknowledging that.
Yeah. Well, I know on my channel there's videos dropped about his status and stuff like that.
He admitted it to me when I was
Yeah.
in Vegas. He's like, yeah, I went to the SNY. Yeah, I was there, hell.
Yeah.
Who cares? This is what he told me. Look, who cares? Lie, make some content. It is what it is. Nobody gives a shit. That's what he told me, right? Like, bro, I was like, look, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I already told people where I went. It doesn't matter. But what about you?
Yeah.
What about you?
Well,
You know
what
what I'm saying? Like,
what people need to realize and remember is not everything that's being said and posted on a lot of channels is legit. A lot of the content that they're putting out is content. It's
I'm
not
only
facts
talking
the
about what
street.
he said.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that he puts out isn't facts. It's content. It's what makes him the money.
Oh no, for sure. I already said that shit. He's an entertainer. He's a liar.
Yeah.
But he tries to spit it as the truth. That's the problem.
Because that's what makes him his money.
Yeah. But look, just like the video I just dropped and the live I had yesterday with fucking 16 Live, just come out and say, hey, bro, this is entertainment. It is what it is. That dude has enough charisma to be able to fucking still get viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and plus,
He's
I have
nothing
to
lose
with him,
he's
bro.
nothing lose viewers for keeping it real on there.
Huh?
He's nothing loses viewers by putting it all out there and keeping it real.
No, I understand that. That's why he has to keep lying.
Yeah.
For sure. But for those of us that don't give a shit, you know, like I'm not on here for views.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know, not no longer, at least.
Yeah.
You know, if I get views, I get views for my merit. You know what I'm saying? For my truth. And that's what it is. You know?
And that was the whole reason why I put out my videos, was just to put some truth out there, because
and the
I know
truth
the
doesn't
truth
sell.
about him. I know a lot more about him than most people on here.
Oh, 100. I know, bro. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Like, I mean, if you want to talk about it, you could talk about it, but I'm not going to sit here and ask you questions because you're more intimately close. You know more about him, and I'm not going to sit here and ask you to put him on blast because I'm never going to be that type of person, bro. Even though he was the first one to dox my address and call my sons niggers and all kinds of shit. You know, my wife and big old black hole, you know, dox my address and all that shit. I mean, people really wonder why I don't like this dude. He did real damage to me, bro. Righteous damage to me.
Yeah.
You know? And people really wonder why. And I
it-
still decide to be the bigger man.
It'd be nothing for me to drop the address, but he dropped mine, but I'm not going to do that.
Exactly. I'm never going to do that. Even if I knew. I have ideas of where he's at. People have told me, but I'm not going to sit there and put two wrongs don't make a right. That's a fact. Because I know he has family members, bro. You know what I'm saying? His mom, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that to him, bro. But he didn't give a fuck. And he was a coward. He didn't do it directly. He gave it to somebody else. And that person told me exactly what happened. So, anywho, that's all in the past, bro. It is what it is. And fuck that dude, bro.
Fuck Dubs, too.
No. Especially now, at this point, Gunner's just a clown to me, bro.
Yeah.
You know, y'all could only hold a grudge for so long. He's just a clown, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, does he have diabetes, bro? Answer me that. That's one thing I will ask you.
I don't know. I don't know the truth on that. From my understanding, no.
He's a liar.
My understanding, no. I know he
Exactly.
had drug. I know he had a drug problem.
No, alcohol.
Drug and alcohol
I
problem.
remember when he got hospitalized, all paranoid and all that shit. I
Yeah,
remember all that shit. And I never did a video on it, bro. I never put him out there.
Yeah, he got too tweaked out and called the
Yeah.
cops because he thought the pizza delivery guy.
Yeah,
showed
bro.
up
I
with the
remember
gun.
all that shit. And I never did a single video on him, bro. That fool's a piece of shit, bro. Hey, I can't compromise my integrity for him, bro. I cannot
Yeah.
lower myself to his standards, you know, his low standards.
But when it
Yeah,
comes
for
to
sure.
Dubs, that's a whole nother situation.
That fool's a bigger piece of shit in some ways. They're both the same, but in different ways, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well,
You know, for real
that's
shit.
why they
Dubs
work
is a
together.
Dubs is like, but I attribute that to Gunner brainwashing them. Deny, make stories up. They talking, bro. They're like, at this
Lie
point, I
about
think they're in a
people even
relationship.
though he doesn't know nothing about them. That was the main thing I didn't like was Dubs lying.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit too, bro. Real shit. He lies all the time, bro. Real
Yeah,
shit.
I think that's his boyfriend.
Hey, right? Hey, bro, when I said that shit on that live, bro, I was just like, man, yeah, that's your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, man, they got mad at me, and she's like, man, they're joining at the hip, bro. They really are.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Joining at the fucking hip. Siamese twins, bro. They really are, bro. And it's
If
just like,
you're gonna lie to people about shit that you say that you're against, there's more going on than what people know.
exactly. And the dude had the nerve to say he was a Christian. I know he was a Christian in prison, bro. Like, everybody has already came out here and said that shit. And
He had the nerve to come on here and say that he was against people that abuse women, children, and elderly. But co-host with that person.
that's just crazy. You talking about, for sure, bro. Like, yeah, bro. At this point, it's a moot point. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could go over and over and over again. But I appreciate you tapping in, though, bro, for sure.
Oh yeah, no problem. Hey,
I'm
stay
away.
on those fools, Al.
Have a good one, bro.
Hey, you too.
All right, my boy. Yeah, man. Like, look, this shit right here to me is just like, he's close to Gunner because he's close to Gunner. I'm not gonna. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. Oh boy, they jumped on. He's close to Gunner in a real way, by way of his ex, his baby mom. When it comes to Dubs, bro, like that motherfucker right there, boy, like that he continues to still perpetrate, and it's just like it's not even necessary. But for him, it is. For him, it is because he's never gonna be able to. He's trapped. He's trapped in his own a prison of his own making, a mental prison of his own making, a YouTube prison of his own making.
Like everybody else does.
What the fuck? Hey, well, look, Joker, want to meet up with you anytime, fool. And
Look, ET exposed to his sitting here, asking him, "Hey, Joker, let's meet up." It's never gonna happen, bro. Like I told ET back then, I left the movement because for certain reasons I already explained that. But I still support the dude from afar. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I left doesn't mean that I don't support the dude. You know, and he's never gonna meet up with you, bro.
I promise you.
He heard that we're giving ESL classes
I'll
on this.
slap the shit out of you.
You know what? And what's unfortunate is I liked his
Nico
channel when it
Maria.
was him and his wife,
Nico
and
Maria
I
was
blocked
so-
it today
Rules.
because I said
Likewise.
I can't support this stuff
What's up,
when I
Rudy
know he's lying
Placencia?
on me on the other channel.
Prison rat,
can't-
Joker. That's all he is.
I have never asked anybody else, hey, don't follow these. I don't do that shit. But for me, I
Skittles
liked
did.
his channel when it was him and his wife and what they're doing, and you know what I mean? Like, I like that
Right,
channel.
Jason. Fuck Joker.
But because the other channel's all fucking straight bitch shit, fuck him. Both channels
So
can eat
Tuesday,
my dick.
Frank,
There's enough of it
too.
for you too, Slugs.
Shankopotamus. Hey, Jess, don't fuck out of here, fool.
Está bien pirado.
Don't be
Este
trying
what's
to
up,
hood
mi
hop in.
gente?
You're like a
Hey,
little
mi
hood
gente,
hopper,
what's up,
fool.
mi
Fuck
gente?
out of here. Be known,
I'm
this is
everywhere.
me.
All right, so already was talking.
That's
He
the guy
already
with
talked
your
about
fingernail.
slugs. Let me get up out of that. Yeah, let me get up out of that. Yeah, he talking about slugs and shit. Junior says, bro, I'm starting to think they share the same apartment since they make damn near the same videos. Nah, bro, this has been going on. Junior, bro, like, come on, bro. This has been happening since 2022. 2022. I came on the scene late 2021. And early 2022, my shit started blowing up. I'm telling you, bro, all through 2022, bro, these dudes started hating on me, bro. Sick. Those of you guys that remember, bro, like, I remember everything, bro. Like, fuck. But yeah. Dubs. Man, dude, like, I think at this point he probably erased all his older videos. Matter of fact, let's go check real quick. Let's just check for the fun of it. Let's just check real quick. Damn, it's gonna take a long ass time. Look at Wes Watson, 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 Wes Watson. Look at this shit. Let's go to Wes Watson Wednesdays. Damn, that's 6 months ago. God damn, I'm fucking way. He keeps using this video like he looks good. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that biceps right here at the bottom. With him without a shirt. I remember him and Gunner talking shit on me for not having a shirt on with my tats. They went from that to no talking about Trump, no shirt on, nothing. Everything that I've ever made popular, they've adopted because I made it mainstream. These fools are fucking lame, bro. They owe a lot of it to me. They're never gonna acknowledge that shit. Ever. Because I don't give a fuck. Look, it's an again. He had a debt to pay, right? Again, right there without a shirt. Like, bro, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, I pay attention to this shit, bro, and it's just like, they do it on purpose. All the hats that Gunner wears, he copied my style with the hats and everything. He copied my chair. He has a white one. He's not going to have a red one. Look at him again. No shirt right there. Here we go again, right there on the bottom right. Same shit, bro. I know these dudes, bro. I know them so perfectly well. Again, right there. Prison mindset just another day, another picture. Same picture. Fucking guy, bro. Another one there in the middle. Pelican Bay State Prison. Worst your nightmare. Worst nightmare. Fuck. Another one right there. In the bottom right there. California. California prison warfare. Man, shut your ass up, bro. Another one right there, the top. Another one right there, same picture. Damn, this fool desperate. Another one right there, the most treacherous game. Again, without a shirt. In the middle too, right there. Another one, California Youth Authority. Another one right there, playing gambling in prison. Right there, another one. Another one right here, Prison Deadly Sins. Another one right here, Prison Deadly Sins. Right there. Another one right here, the worst things you could do in prison. This fucking guy is embarrassing, bro. Right here, Prison Shot Callers, Hollywood or Reality. Another one right there. And then he had the Blessings and the Legends in the middle. Right there. Another picture, the same. This is crazy to me. After they fucking sat there and fucking talked shit about me not having the shirt on. And then got confident. Arrested at 19, right there. Boom. Look, again. Look, a trifecta. The middle to the two middle ones and the middle on the left. Again. Same shit. Same shit. Look at that shit. Tell me I'm making this shit up. Another one right here. Pelican be the worst of the worst. Look in the middle again. Same picture. And in the middle again. Right there in the bottom. Same picture. Again, right here. How prison hits go down. Right there. Again. And another one right there. 24 years in prison. Again, another recycled video. Damn, bro. I'm barely going to start recycling my shit if I have to. Pelican Bay shoot, California's worst of the worst. Again, same picture. Again, right here. How did I do 24 years and didn't get catch a new life sentence? Again, same picture. Wes Watson again, right there. Another one right there. Same picture. Fucking guy, bro. This fool has the audacity, bro, to talk shit. Another one right there. Leadership in prison. What is needed? This dude has a huge head. He really thinks that he was like a made member. That dude is fucking crazy to me. Another one right there. Favoritism in prison. Same picture. Right there. Deadly game. Every single story that he's told, I've experienced it. You're not no better than me, bro. But the only difference is that I don't act like I'm better than you. Look at it. Cops try to set me up. The only difference is that this one was on the mesa, and I chose not to be on the mesa, and I'm the one that put it in work, and he did it. Cops try to set me up. Same picture right there. Same fat ass picture. Look at him holding his stomach. Another one too, like same look. Another two. God damn, bro. Who's keeping count right now? That's at least like 30 pictures. 36 right there. Another one. 36, 37, 38, 39. Another one. Come on, let's go again. 39. Look at his fucking face, bro. And I know that Gunner was the main influence on this dude's life. I seen the whole progression of this shit, bro. Like, I seen it from the beginning. $38, $39, $40. That's 40 right there. 41. Right there, another violent death. 41. 42, never show fear. 42. And that's not an exact count. That was just like an approximate count. 43, Legends in Prison. Let's talk about it. 43. Damn, 43 thumbnails. God damn. 44 right here. He snitched on me. Why didn't I have him whacked? He snitched on me. Why didn't I have him whacked? Man, shut your ass up, bro, you snitch ass motherfucker. 43. 44 down here. The influence of YA gangs and CDC. 44. 45. How I made my massive amounts of money in prison. Massive amounts of money. 45. 46 right here. 45, 46 right there. Gangster or gangbanger. There's a big difference. It's 47 right here. The Real Money. 48. War of a Drinking Fountain. This dude really war over a drinking fountain. You're fucking drunk. You really want to name a fucking video of that when you fucking drink all the time and you can't control your fucking liquor? Oh, is that 48? Wait, hold on. We got war over a drinking fountain, and then we got war over a drinking fountain right here. So that's 50 already. 51 right here, living in one of the America's harshest solitary confinements. Shut the fuck up. That's 50. I can't even keep track at this point. 51 right here. Pelican Bay shoe runs in the southern Rasa cell, whatever. Okay, so we're topping off at 50, 51, 52. Right there. I'm going to leave it alone. 53 right there. I'm going to leave it alone. Let's go down to what I was really trying to. Damn, that fool used that. He used that fucking thumbnail forever, huh? Damn. Damn, that's just fucking crazy. Hold on real quick. Let me get to the bottom. I want to show you guys how he started off, if he still has it. Damn, bro. It's over 60 something. It's been years though. I never paid attention. This is when I was gone, and I wasn't even doing shit on them at all. This fucking guy is crazy. Let's get to the bottom. I could tell that, man, from when he first, I used to fuck with this dude. And that's why I stopped myself from going in on him or anything like that. And I stopped myself, but that's why I never even considered going in on him at all. Because unless somebody goes in on me, then that's a different story, right? But to me, it's just like once Gunner fucking really started fucking getting in his brain, I seen the difference. That's when it kicked up. Look, guys. I put this on my mom, rest in peace. The reason why Gunner and Dubs clicked up was because of me. Gunner needed a dude from down south, right? To offset my channel that was blowing up at the beginning. That's a fact. Look at it. We're getting to the beginning now. You're going to see a whole difference in this dude. You're going to see the whole difference in this dude. Here we go. Look at this. The first video is called No War Stories. No War Stories. Here we go. Positivity and prosperity. It's only 3 minutes. Look, here we go.
Jose,
this is a Dubs that
up,
I started watching when I was still in Cali. I was still on parole. Before he even started this channel. Here we go.
One of the new subscribers. You left a comment and said the first one, then you cleaned it up. But the first one, you said talk about war stories, right? That's not gonna happen.
Let's talk about war stories. That's not gonna happen.
Like I keep saying, I want this thing to be a positive thing, and like I seen homies that like solid motherfuckers, man. And in war, I had camaradas of mine that the cops killed. Shot them because they ain't stopping. And so they lost their lives. And I knew dudes that, you know, things happen, man, and they were murdered on the yard or in the cell. And, unfortunately, I know two really solid dudes, man, that, you know, it got to be too much for them, I guess, and you know, they took their own lives. One of them in the shoe up there in the bay. You know, it was crazy. They had picked up the tray and like Judas forgot something and went back and he was dead already. You know, took his own life. And, you know, but you know, my thing is, like I apologized in another video to my victim's family and his, you know, his friends, and you know, but those are my victims also. You know what?
Big old Popeye nose right there, right? So look, I could show you a bunch of videos like this. If you go to the beginning of his channel, I passed them up, and the dude was beefing. You know, the crazy part at the beginning, bro, like that's where the two lives happened with him and Gunner and all that. Because you know, I didn't have nothing against Dubs. He told me a long ass time ago that he went to their side by his own admission. He told me that. He didn't like me because, according to him, I was saying a little too much. Go figure, right? A debriefer. And this is him. This was him right here. Look at him, bro. Gunner completely turned this dude inside out. And I know why it happened, because he was offsetting me. Please, like I said, I'm not making it about myself, but this is a fact. This is history. That's why it happened. They're never going to admit that shit, for real. But those that are still alive to this day, if they were to do a video saying that I didn't do it, then I'm going to hit up them dudes that were still fucking with them so they can back me up. Because in that case, they're going to be called liars as well. And that's why they'll back me up. And that's why these dudes never acknowledge me. Because they know that if they fucking lie on me, I have people to reach out to that are going to contradict them. 100%.
I did to them by taking their loved one. And so, like, for me to tell war stories and like give details, and, you know, what if their family members are watching? You know what I'm saying? Like who am I to be so frivolous with their loved one?
Frivolous.
You know, like,
when's the last time you heard them say frivolous?
What is the point? What like, that's not cool. And so I won't do it. I won't do it. I want to be positive, and I'm gonna let those people rest. And them stories, I'm not glamorizing that life. Not the street life.
I'm not glamorizing that life for the street life. And then you went from that to the legends. Damn.
Prison life. I want to glamorize, you know, the dude that's had a lot of shit happen in his past and made some bad mistakes and figured it out and is taking care of his family.
I feel like I could play a bunch of them. But damn, bro, like, that shit right there is crazy, dude. Like, it's night and day. Chronicles, what's up? Cricket, my boy. What's going on, bro? That's Cricket right there from the Chronicles. Oh shit, ex-Mexican Mafia member from the AZ, Arizona. Let's get it. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, bro, like, we never done something together, but hey, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. How can I hit you up, if anything? Because I feel like since the beginning, dog, like, me and you never freaking talk behind the scenes. But I mean, only on YouTube and shit. It's been years, bro. Imagine, bro. I definitely want to do something with you. It's too bad it took this fucking long. Um, I would have you jump on, but I don't know. I don't even know what you're doing right now. Um, see, let me drop this number right here. Bottom of my screen right there, 385-202-3608. And then get at me, bro, and then I'll give you my real number. I need to talk to you. Real shit. But yeah, man, like we were talking about, I at least wanted to play one of those videos to just show like the difference of the debriefer now to what he started as. And I still respect it. I still respected his privacy, um, even though I knew he was full of shit. Because if you tell somebody behind the scenes, you don't have to say like, "Hey, give me your word, give me your palabra that you're not gonna say nada." Like, no, you don't gotta tell me that, bro. If you tell me something, I'm not gonna put you out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, I'm like, all right, I appreciate you confiding in me, type of shit. But these two dudes, bro, I've been at it for a long ass time, bro. And it's crazy to me. Shit, if anything, see, the briefer went live for 10 seconds right now, then jammed out. Did he? He'll be back. He probably had like a fucking recycling materials. He probably had like a little fucking whatever. I'm there, folks. Shout out to Renee, bro. Let me see. Let me drop this link just curiosity wise. Anybody wants to jump on real quick, let me know. Big Cricks, if you're still listening, bro, hit me up on that number right there. I don't know why it took me this long. Let me see, man. I don't know. Should we? Hold on. Let me see. That took a long ass time to go way the fuck to the bottom. Hold on, real quick. I haven't played music for a reason. Let me see. A ver. A mover la colita. Si no la mueves, se te va a poner malita. So, as you guys seen, that right there was like at the beginning. Since then, Gunner fucking turned him out, all that shit. He did a bunch of Wes Watson videos, Wes Watson Wednesday, and he wants to pretend like he's never talked about nobody. And that's the crazy part. Like, you can't sit here and make your content about a bunch of other people and then be mad when people make content about you. Like Exposed to is doing to him. Like other people are doing to him. It wasn't until I went on that second infamous live, where I was like, all right, I never made a video on you. And that's when I started dropping videos on him. I was all right, you really want me to do it? Then I'll fucking do it. I could do it all day. I could stalk your channel and make my whole content about you and get a following. The only reason I don't do it is because I've already had a content. On my channel, it's been about different content. That's what I mean. So Exposed to is doing that because he wants to fight him, and that's what it's all about for real, for real. Um, and I get it, man. For to each their own, to each their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and then he ended up doing a whole movement and all that shit, which is cool. I backed out of it because I didn't want to be a distraction, because it's a lot of haters, bro. It's a lot of haters. They didn't want me there and all that shit. So I stepped away and I left the movement. I left the movement permanently because I don't want to be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be a distraction, bro. I got my own channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but the way that you go about your channel and how you are as a human being, like, you should not change who you are based on the views, based on the comments, based on who fucks with you, who rocks with you, who doesn't, who does. Like, you should be your own person. Like, YouTube should not change you at all. Shouldn't, right? It should not change you, right? But a lot of dudes, it does change them. Case in point, earlier, like I was saying about old boy, Dubs, the briefer. Gunner changed them. He fucking flipped them out inside out. You know, boyfriend and girlfriend. That's just what it is. And they can never leave each other, and they're never gonna leave each other because that's all they have. All they have is each other. And you guys know that shit. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play one more. At least I'm gonna play one more. This motherfucker has a lot of videos. Let me see. I'm looking at like 3 or 4 of them. Let's see which one I'm gonna play real quick. I still laugh at the fact that he used that same picture. Damn, that's a lot of times. That's a lot of times they used that picture. Let me play this one right here. Let me play this one right here. Hold on, let me put it up there. Put it up there real quick. He's at the shop, right? The shop that he used to work at back when he was humble.
But hopefully you can hear me. I'm doing a second video. I just got a text from the ARC. Talked about them before. It's the Anti-Recidivism Coalition. It was founded by my friend
Mark. I got it, my boy.
out Budnick. Tomorrow, I just throw a couple notes, which I never do, right? So tomorrow, the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors is voting tomorrow. Might be able to go on the Anti-Recidivism Coalition's website, see where this meeting is. Those of you that don't know,
Anti-Recidivism Coalition ARC. I know, bro. Gogi, all that, lifers and all that. You lost all that, bro. You lost all that, bro. At this point, you're completely lost. Real shit. That's a prison organization, bro. To help lifers get out. And that dude lost touch with that. Let's see. And enough of that, dude. All right, my boy. I got it. Error says, "What's the beef with you?" It's kind of about. You should already know. If you don't know, then yeah. She knows what she did, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. You be safe. All that good stuff. I dropped the video earlier on the update on Gunner and freaking the fight they were supposed to have with 16 Alive. Go check that out. And then we'll go from there. Error loading. Like I said, bro, like come on my next live, bro, and I'll let you know about it. Right now, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys be safe. Love every single one of you guys. Be safe.